How public is this going to be?
Well,
who will see this?
we can always edit it.
Yeah, we can edit it out, don't we?
No, I think I won't put you in an embarrassing position over that. Nothing personal to do with you at all. No, it's had a bit of an arc, Creative Leicestershire, as these things do. I mean, 10 years is a long time. What was particularly different about it is that it wasn't in County Hall. It was in an old house which the county had been given by the family, I think, of someone who had been a senior councillor. And we were in there. It was in a beautiful garden. And, foxes used to sleep on the lawn in the daytime, and birds and animals. And it was completely different. It couldn't have been more different from County Hall. And mostly at that time, I thought my job was to go and see people. So I would go out and visit them in their places of work and kind of try and understand what they were doing and try and be useful. That was mostly, because I mean, I'm not, I've got a certain amount of experience, but I'd never done business advice before. I was just making it up as I went along. And trying to use such native wit as I have to come up with something useful. What this job has given me, apart from 2 days work a week for a long time, which I've been very grateful for, it's given me something which I like very much, which is a continuous supply of new stuff. So every Tuesday, and I go and sit in the cafe in the depot and wait and see who turns up, and it's always somebody different. So there aren't, in that sense, there aren't kind of peaks and troughs. There are troughs, and the troughs, which is the one thing that makes me really cross about this job, is that I get stood up. So a certain amount of reading The Guardian over a cup of tea is involved in this job. But the highlight really, I think, has been that you kind of populate the abstract statistics with real people struggling with real problems, trying to sell their goods, trying not to have their ideas ripped off, trying to be, good income earners and keep their families, and all those kinds of things. And that's always really interesting, where you can move between the kind, as it were, the science of it. Not that it was ever terribly scientific, but it was, it had sums in it, to what that means in terms of real people doing things. That's what's actually exciting about this job.
That's what I find exciting too. Yeah.
The real highlight of working in Creative Leicestershire has been the opportunity to work with you and to work with Claire, who are terrific. Both of you are really, really exceptional colleagues. And I've got so much out of that. I've learned so much out of that. And that's kind of what I like to do. I just like to learn stuff, really. But I've got things I want to do. What I generally say is I'm looking forward to a late flowering of my creative genius.
Great.
I'm not sure if that's going to happen, but we shall see how it goes.